in the 1940s and the 30s and what do you do all day?
Well, you've gone further than that. You said, if you choose to be a housewife, you're lazy.
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I did not say that you are lazy.
We have a very good researcher who wrote this down.
I did not say that they are lazy. I said that they should not. I think that they should be setting dreams, aspirations and goals for their children to look up to. I don't think that being a housewife is a career option once your children have gone to school.
But what about setting an example of being a wonderful mother?
I'm a wonderful mother too, and I work as well.
I understand that, but the two aren't separate, are they, either?
Yeah, but I don't particularly think that it's not about being a wonderful mother, because we can all be wonderful mothers, whatever we choose. It's about setting dreams and aspirations for your children. I don't want my two daughters to look at me sitting at home all day and think that that's a career option for the future.
Do you sit at home all day? Is that a career option?
Do you know what? My priority when my kids are young is to be there for them, to take them to school, to pick them up from school. My kids love the fact I can do that every single day. Yeah, well, great for you that you work, but this is my choice. And I think a lot of people watching this today are stay-at-home mums, so you're actually making them, like, you're kind of degrading what they do. No. I have lots to do. I don't have a cleaner. I cook like every single day. I like my kids and my husband to come home to a meal. I don't want to be doing my chores when they come home, so I think you're degrading a lot of people.
It's not degrading, no. That's just name calling. You do whatever you want to do.
You just called me lazy.
I did not call you lazy.
I heard you backstage say that.
I did not say that you are lazy. I question what you do.
Right, okay, so
are you a bit worried about what you said now?
No,
you said it backstage, you said it to a researcher, and you're backing down.
Only making that up.
Oh!
Definitely not making that up.
Okay, so who do you think works harder then? Would you say because you go out and have a job, you work harder, say, than Kerry?
I'm sorry, Kerry, when your children have gone to school, what do you do?
Once I have done everything that I need to do at home, if I've got time, I'll go meet my friends for a coffee, because I think if you go...
This is my issue.
No, if you go to work, do you have a coffee break? Do you have a lunch hour? Why can't we have that too? I don't understand.
That's a completely different thing.
Well, how is that different?
Why not help out at charities? Why not do
I'm on the school PTA. I'm the class rep. I do lots of
being a class rep is a job in itself.
Isn't it? The WhatsApp groups are hectic.
Yeah, it is a full-time. No, I know, but head in hands. Head in hands. I mean, each of the... Do you think if you were to swap roles...
That's a tricky argument, that one.
They are,
You're managing your WhatsApp groups.
No, genuinely. I love going to watch my kids. My kids are really into sport. They have always got different sporting activities after school. I like to go and watch everything that they do.
I do all that as well.
Is the idea of a housewife old-fashioned now?
Yes. We're not back in the 1940s and the 30s and the 20s. Women have fought for our rights to be equal to men, to have all these opportunities, and we should be exploring them.
But to have a choice, surely. Isn't that better without being shouted down?
If it's your choice...
But that's what I mean. I think that's the thing. I don't think you've been fought to do exactly the same. It's to have a choice, to be optional.
It is a choice, but also I think that there is a certain type of person who exploits that choice and uses it as an opportunity to stay at home all day and calls it a career option.
Absolutely
and it is not a career
I've got
option.
a lot of friends who work, and they actually say to me, by going to work, they're having a break from their children, and it's easier for them to go there. They have their lunch in peace, their latte in peace. It is not an easy choice staying at home and staying at home.
I saw a comment which I thought was quite interesting, and it is incendiary, but saying, you know, in the 1930s and 1940s, the typical housewife would be at home, chained to the sink, no dishwasher, no washing machine, no vacuum cleaner. She'd be baking a pie and all that sort of business. Now life is a little easier for a lot of people, not everybody, but if you've got a washing machine, you've got a dishwasher, you've got a supermarket that's well stocked with pies, but the job of the housewife is a bit different now.
It is very different. Back in the day, they would have spent all day chained to the Arga. You don't do that, I'm assuming.
Well, I like to cook all my meals from scratch. I don't like, and there's nothing wrong with that, with not doing that at all. But that's what I like to scratch. I don't like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Assuming. Well, I like to cook all my meals from scratch. I don't like, and there's nothing wrong with that, with not doing that at all. But that's what I like to do. I like to feed my kids as healthily as I can. So yeah, we've got dishwashers and things like that, but just because we've got things like that, there are other jobs to do as well, not to just... And you also have to stack the dishwasher, you have to unpack it. I like my kids as well to do jobs around the house because I'm trying to teach them to be better people. And I feel like staying at home with my kids, being there for whenever I can be there for them, then I am raising them to be the best they can be.
We ran a poll this morning. We asked you, do you think housewives are lazy? I tell you, yes. only 11%. So there you go. 89% said no, they are not lazy. So
Fascinating debate.
thank you.
both.
How did energy drinks impact the pupils there?
Has a massive impact on their behaviour, which obviously affects their learning. Really, in young people and children with ADHD and things like that, some of them would have 3 or 4 cans even before lunchtime, and they'd just be really acting out in the classroom, so it became impossible to teach.
And this is aggressive behaviour?
Yes, fighting, I've had chairs thrown at me, swearing.
And also you've had sexual remarks made
Yes.
towards you?
Yes, yes, I have, yeah.
And do the children say, do they then sort of try and explain this away? Do they realise that it's because of the energy drink?
Some of them will say, oh, sorry, miss, I've had loads of Red Bull this morning. Some of them think that it helps them with their learning to be more focused, and some of them just use it like a drug, literally, so that they can sort of buoy themselves up, ready for a day of, ready for a day of...
Did you try to confiscate them?
It depends on what the policy is of the school. So we, as teachers, we're not allowed to search children, we're not allowed to search their clothes or their bags or anything like that. Sometimes we'd refer it